Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to this week's episode of Maconomics. I'm your host, Ross Mac, and I'm here to try to help you get to the bag. We got a new caller calling. Talk to me what you got.
Yo, Ross Mac. Yo, I know this isn't like a Mari hotline, but yo, I just found out I'm finna be a dad, and I'm trying to figure out, what can I do to put something in my kid's name for their future that's better than the light bill my mom put in my name. So, yo, can you help me out?
Hey man, for starters, congratulations, my boy. I love the fact that you are forward thinking. Not a lot of parents are, that forward thinking, man. And the reality is, one thing to really start setting up for your child is education. A not so fun fact is the average kid graduating from college is probably gonna graduate with about $30,000 in debt, right? And that's largely because, most parents didn't have this conversation we having right now. And I think for you, it's probably best to start looking at a 529 plan. So what is a 529 plan? A 529 plan is a tax-deferred college savings plan designed to help you pay for your child's expenses, right? So back in the day, it used to only be college expenses. Now, if you're sending your child to private school, you could actually use your 529 plan to pay for K through 12th, as long as it's private school, right? But now let's actually think about why it's important to set this up. It's very important, and I want you to look at it like an IRA, where you're going to be taking your after-tax money and you're going to be investing into the stock market, and there, all that money that you're making that's being invested is all tax-free. So imagine putting call it $2,000 a year, right, for 18 years, because that's when your child will be going to college. You would have invested $36,000 into the stock market. On average, is going to get you about 10% returns. If you're investing, $2,000 a year over the next 18 years, you're going to turn $36,000 into over $100,000. Now, if you ask yourself, hey, I might actually got the next LeBron James. LeBron James. Therefore, my kid is going to get a full ride scholarship. Or at the end of the day, I don't think my kid going to want to go to college. The reality is, a 529 plan is very flexible because you can now transfer it all over to another beneficiary. So whether it's another niece or nephew or one of your other kids, they'll still be able to use that same 529 plan that you only put $36,000 in that got over $100,000. So in conclusion, you just had a kid and you're trying to figure out what to do, right? I believe setting a college savings plan up is literally the way to go. But also I want you to know, even if you just didn't have a kid and you already got a kid, it's still never too late to set up this 529 plan. It's so many added benefits, right? It's tax advantage. What I mean by that is literally the money you're putting in today is probably going to double, triple, quadruple over the course of the years, and it's all going to grow tax free. Two, understand that, you could allow a village to contribute. It don't just have to come from you and your wife or baby moms or whatever, right? You could allow Uncle Elroy to make a contribution. Some of your best friends, line brothers, line sisters, they all can make a gift towards this college savings plan. And then three, I also want you to know it is extremely flexible, meaning that if your kid, little man is the best on the football team and they're getting an athletic scholarship, well, guess what? You can now roll that over to some other beneficiary, one of your other kids, or, a niece or nephew. And then lastly, it's not going to impact their ability to apply for financial aid. So, man, I think when it comes to being, a good parent planning for the future, give your kids the gift of not graduating with all this debt, because we already blowing this money off in the club, on Amazon, hitting the loud man, cable bill, phone bill, you name it. Understand that planning right now is going to really help for 18 years down the line for when your kid is walking across that stage and they don't have no debt. Man, I really hope that helped, y'all. Next caller, talk to me. What you got?
Quick disclaimer, this your boy Ross Mac. I'm just trying to elevate and educate. Damn sure ain't trying to play A. So if you lose somebody fucking around with me, it ain't my fault.
It's your boy Ross Mac. I hope you enjoy Maconomics. Now go ahead, go listen to some of this music too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.